Hello everyone. So in this video I want to share my life struggles in a bit, uh, not really in detail, but what I wanted to highlight is my struggles with my IT workplace, with my job, with my ability to serve at my RT job. So I have struggled with all the issues: procrastination, brain fog, task paralysis, poor analytical skills, poor communication skills. I was never able to talk through what I have understood. I had so many issues with focus, attention, active listening right from the day I started working. And that's when I didn't realize that it was stress. It was the emotional stress or emotional baggage that was impacting my life right from my teenage, because I always felt that something is not right with me, and I didn't knew what really is going on. So when all my colleagues were so much focused into their work, into their achievements, here I wasn't really feeling any joy from inside. I never felt that joy, and because there was no joy in serving or in achieving what I'm doing, it automatically doesn't bring any interest, and you start simply doing your job as a chore. And the same thing I was reciprocating or repeating at my home as well. So doing everything as a chore. Even I want to admit this, that even when after my child's birth, I started feeling very stressed and overwhelmed rather than feeling excited and joyful. And that this thing has impacted right from the teenage, throughout my life. And everyone used to just focus so much on achievements while I was just simply dragging and surviving each day. And later, my child got diagnosed with autism spectrum disorder and attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, um, uh, at a later stage. And after that, I started linking all my issues, all my child's issues to my issues, and I realized that I also have the same issues. It's just that I was masking and I was dragging and I was hustling and I was pushing hard, and I was not really doing, not really achieving anything from inside or not even from outside, till a point where I just couldn't do anything. And I completely started experiencing burnout. And this was at the age of 41. And then I went for my diagnosis, I went for medications, therapies, and I started. Medication still didn't made me felt very good. They helped me to survive to a some extent, but I didn't feel that that discomfort is going, or I was feeling happy with my own self. That happiness and joy which people talk has always been missing from my life right from the beginning. And then I started linking that it was missing from my parents life as well. So my beautiful parents, and I love both of them, and I realized that they were also struggling, hustling and pushing very hard. And it was a pattern, I guess, that I caught, in the form of emotional baggage from both of them. And they are very simple people. So my father is no more and my mom is there, but both of them are very simple people and have always had lot of fears within themselves. So all these fears reflects in our ability to take action for ourselves, to speak for ourselves, to communicate on our behalf. It impacts in our ability, in our mental abilities, our analytical thinking, our rational thinking, logical thinking. And when we have so much of it, builds so much of inferiority complex within us. So when we have so much of inferiority complex, what we do is we resort to the wrong choices in life. And that's what then started reflecting in forms of relationship issues in my life, and emotional eating patterns and unhealthy habits, and resorting to scrolling and all these sorts of repetitive behavior patterns. And it's like when we start going, I felt like I was spiraling down, down, down in this circle. And even though medication therapies I was taking, and even for my child also, but I wasn't feeling any better. And it was like I would do a job for 3 months, 2 months, 3 months, and then I just simply used to lose interest. And I started feeling that I will never be able to serve anything in this world. I was at that point where I realized that maybe I'm not meant for anything good in this world. And yeah, it was this deep feeling of loss, disconnection, depression, you call it. And then I felt that there was a time when I started thinking and I retrospecting. I had some intuitive beliefs on holistic spiritual practices. I always was inclined towards the spiritual teachings, and somehow I started linking that there has to be some reason. There has to be a reason to all my stress, all my anxiety, all these feelings of overwhelm, loss of happiness, loss of inner joy. It cannot be like this forever. And being a neurodivergent, this is my trait to dig out into the root cause. So when I want to address something and I want to hunt something down, I know I had this ability to hunt it down. And that's when I started digging into this stress and how it impacts in our physiology, what impact it causes inside our brain and our body, and how it is related to all the physical and mental health issues, and how this is the root cause. And then I started attending workshops related to this. So one of the workshop which was with Dr. Sven, which has given me clear insight and clear direction on what was blocking my inner happiness, and it was my emotional baggage. And there is a holistic way to let go of this emotional baggage through deep breathing by regulating our nervous system. So I started researching, I started digging it out, I started practicing. I kept practicing deep breathing for one entire year. And now I'm at the stage that I am able to 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 present all this information in the form of a program, which this was this is coming from a person who couldn't even frame one simple sentences, who couldn't even do like simple jobs at her work, who's always been escaping from everything. I am that person. And now I have like felt so much ease within myself. I'm feeling so much joy and happiness within my own self. And that's when I realize how important these holistic ancient practices which our ancestors have discovered, deep breathing, meditation, relaxation techniques, healing modalities, reiki healing. I have been through that and I have researched that, and how it where it impacts in our brain. And then I'm now putting all this in a program so that everyone gets the awareness, and you can help your parents, your siblings, your friends, your relatives, anyone who is going through this stage of burnout, depression, anyone who is living with neurodiversity, with mental health issues, even our addiction issues. All sorts of addiction issues are linked to this generational emotional baggage, and so many times, and all the physical health issues. So whatever treatment we are taking, medications, we invest so much into all the procedures, medication, doctors, to manage our mental and physical health conditions. But unless we do not address the root cause, it's like we are not really addressing the problem at all. And that's what I've realized, that the simple holistic solutions given by our ancestors are the the real gift, and they are discovered by our ancestors, and there is a lot of value into all those. And that's when I realized that I want to share this with world. And I'm now feeling so much passion and joy to simply share this with the world. And that's why I've designed this program, which you can go through. It is currently, it's available at free of cost, because I'm still building it up, I'm still building the content. And once it's ready, then it will come with a price tag. But for now, you can absolutely go and visit all my contents on this program and help yourself, help your family, help your relatives understand how healing is important for your children, for your home, how much it is important for us to let go of the emotional baggage, all those survival fears, all those limiting beliefs that we have been holding on for ages now. So it's like we don't realize, but the emotional baggage, it gets passed down from generation to generation, and some of us carry a very heavy levels of those emotional baggage, and that emotional baggage impacts our ability to serve in the world. And it's like our subconscious says, before you go and start serving in the world, first look within yourself and release and let go of all those trapped emotions. And that is why all these holistic practices were discovered. And there is lot of great wisdom lies in these practices, and I'm myself performing them every single day, and I have seen tremendous changes in terms of my mental capabilities, my analytical skills. My brain fog has reduced. My procrastination has gone down, and it's been so better, and I'm able to execute the task. So whenever you have to execute any bigger task, you should be able to plan, visualize all the step. At least you should have some step, and then you will be able to take actions on that. But if you start, if but what was happening with me, I used to feel stuck. I used to feel like I can't think through. I just couldn't understand what others are telling, and it used to cause me so much stress. So all those activities, those mental activities, used to cause me so much stress, and I used to feel so tired and so fatigued after that. So after coming back from home, from work, like by 2 p.m. or 3 p.m., I used to crash. And this, I have done this for almost 20 years of my life. I have dragged, I have hustled, I have pushed myself, and I can't tell, like the way I have masked my mental health conditions, and I masked my stress issues, and I masked all that emotional baggage for so long. And but ultimately what happens is you just cannot function. And I was into that state, and I felt like these practices have started filling life within me, and I started speaking, I started articulating, I started coming out, and I'm speaking about this thing that I was to be so scared of speaking about. But then I have now realized that if I do not share how profound these techniques are, how am I going to build the awareness on this, and how much it is important to build a relationship with our own self, with our own mind, with our own physiology. So until you don't go through the dip, you don't know how to rise within yourself. So that's why I now believe that my pit is my purpose in my life, and my pit is where I want to create more awareness, share my journey, share my experience before and after, and how much holistic healing techniques, simple techniques like regulating your nervous system to deep breathing, is so profound and life changing. It starts making us our own safe space. And that's why I have researched like what all impacts the stress causes in our brains, I could say brains ways of working, or brains programming. And I'm going to share all that in detail in my program, and hope you go through it and understand it, so that you start helping yourself and your loved ones, and you you also start changing these patterns of generational baggage. You'll also start releasing these, and so that your children do not have to carry this baggage. So we think that it's all woo, but it all happens at a subconscious level and also at a conscious level. It keeps impacting us. So hope this helps you, and thank you so much.